Hello and welcome to the first 1 hour SaaS update video. I started the challenge today to build a SaaS business in just 1 hour a day, and we'll see how it goes. I didn't actually use my full hour today. I was going to use the time to explore and get into depth about some of the ideas that I was considering, and after looking around doing some research, I decided on what I was going to do pretty quickly, so I didn't use my time, and rather than try and start something else in the 15 minutes that was left, I just decided to stop working, which is going to be an interesting aspect to the challenge. Even though I have an hour, I may not use the hour every day, and some days I may want to use more than an hour, but I'm going to limit myself to a max of 1 hour a day. I'm not going to go into all the ideas that I was going to work on, but I will share a couple and then kind of talk through why I ruled them out. So one of the ideas I had was to build something like Gather Content. And I don't know if you know Gather Content, but we'll pull it up here. It's a website that allows you to collect content that you use for building websites from your clients. And it's got lots of workflow stuff where you can manage the content and all that kind of stuff as it comes in from your customers. I was thinking about building something similar to this, but purely for the developer/QA environments. So you have to build this set of test content that you use throughout your application development, and QA doesn't have to be final content, but you want things to be in the right aspect ratio for the images, the right video content, so all this sorts of stuff. And so it would be a much simpler version of Gather Content, because there wouldn't be those complicated workflows and things in there, but it would be a way to collect and share assets between a team when you're doing development of a website. It would obviously be much cheaper, because I think the pricing for Gather Content is a little bit steep for a lot of people. And so that was one option. I decided not to do that. I didn't know what the industry looked like there. I didn't know if people were going to be willing to pay, or how much they were willing to pay for something like this, which is, like I said, primarily for internal teams doing QA and sort of those kind of things. So it's not client-facing project. And yeah, people do pay for internal tools like that, but I wasn't sure exactly how that would look. And there's other ways to collect that same information, share it within teams, even like a shared Dropbox or a Google Drive, sort of those kind of things that could serve the purpose as well. So I don't know if people would pay for that. So I decided not to do that. Another thing I've been thinking about is a tool that just allows you to collect content ideas from your audience. So if you have a blog or a YouTube channel or something like that, knowing what to write about every day or what to record a video about every day is quite hard. And so if there was a tool that allowed your audience to share what they wanted and upvote other ideas and things like that. This is not a new idea. I think people have tried this before. I think there was a tool called Scribit a few years back that served this kind of purpose as well. Again, I decided not to do this primarily just because, like I said, other people have tried it and failed at it. So I didn't know if it. I think for a tool like this, timing is very important, and I'm not sure that this is the right time for a tool like this. Although there's now lots of other. I think when Scribit came out, it was primarily for blogs, and I think now with podcasts and YouTube channels and blogs and newsletters, and there's a lot more content that's being created, and I think people still struggle to find what to write about. So I think it might be an opportunity here, but not one that was going to be served well in the challenge that I'm doing right now. The other two ideas I'm going to keep a little bit closer to my chest, just because I think I may work on these at some point. One is one has to do with just, I'll say it just has to do with creating glossaries. So it's going to just be a kind of a micro SaaS that allows you to create glossaries and then add them to essentially any site which you own. So that's one idea. I decided not to do that one just because in this challenge, I should say, I decided to do it just because I don't know what the market is like for something like that. That's not something that people are asking for a lot. I mean, I know I've built a lot of websites and they have glossaries on them. So I didn't know if there was like a micro SaaS kind of sister model that would work here or not. Because if you have a website already and you want to add something like to it, you can just add to it. So I decided not to do that for this particular challenge. And the one that I'm actually going to work on is something that I think exists. I know it exists. There's thousands of services out there that do uptime monitoring for your websites. But I have somewhat of a unique spin on this and a niche that I want to target. And it's a niche that I kind of have some exposure to through some of my other side projects. So primarily I'm going to be working on an uptime monitoring system, things like Pingdom and sort of those kind of things that help you monitor your websites and see if they're up or not. But as I said, I'm going to be targeting a specific niche and adding some features that are going to be very specific to that niche. So I think that will help me stand out a little bit and hopefully find a customer base for this. I'm not telling you too much yet because I want to reveal that as I go within each hour, and as I think about exactly what those features are and exactly how I'm going to target that niche, etc. Hopefully we'll explore that a little bit more. So that's kind of what I did in my first hour. I kind of evaluated all those. I used tools like Uber Suggest from Neil Patel, just to see, what the popularity of those things were in kind of search terms and things like that. You can use that as a tool. Also did the same thing with trends on Google to see, kind of what people are searching for and if they're searching for this kind of thing. And then I did use Moz as well, just to do some similar to Uber Suggest, just to do some keyword research and things like that. My favorite tool for seeing what domain names are available is this Domainer. It's very quick. It allows you to search for things. Also, instant domain search is another one that I like, which allows you to check a bunch of other TLDs really fast, so you can kind of see what's available and what's not available when you start thinking about your kind of products and see what's out there already. That was my hour a day. I hope you'll be following along for the rest of this challenge, and I'll be posting videos just about every day, hopefully. Thank you very much for listening.